We're here with head coach Jaymie Harrington of the Ravens men's ice hockey team. They're on the ice for the first time all year this week. And coach, after the long offseason, what's it like to be back out on the ice?
Good. We're ready to get back at it. We've still got a lot of things that we want to accomplish here as a program, and every year I think we get a little closer to reaching those goals. So, we're going into the season here with a lot of, I guess you could say, cautiously optimistic. But I really think that we have a good group here, and I think that we're going to make some strides this year.
Now let's talk quickly. You've got a scrimmage coming up on Saturday night at home against NYU. That's a club team, but it's coming after just 5 days of practice to start the year. Tell us a little bit about how you guys are getting prepared for that in such a short time.
It's one of the more difficult things. I think hockey in the NCAA is one of those unique sports that there's not a lot of other sports that have to deal with the circumstances we do. We get 5 days, and then usually some of us are actually playing games that count after those 5 days. So it's all about making sure that you get your summer workouts in and things like that. But in 5 days here, you got to understand that you can't cover everything, and you're not going to be able to instill all put in place all your systems and things like that. But I think that what we're focused on right now are the little things, making sure that we're creating good habits and things like that. And primarily for me, that's my main focus going into Saturday's game, is making sure that we're doing creating good habits, doing things the right way, and seeing where we're at. Really, it's just a great opportunity to introduce some of our new guys into the program, into college hockey and things like that. So we're looking forward to it, and it's the one game out of the year where it's really not about a win or a loss. It's about, this is where we're at, and this is what we need to work on. So
Now let's build on that looking forward. You've got a couple weeks after that to get ready for your first game that counts.
Yeah.
So obviously that'll be nice to get a chance to regroup, and maybe you won't know your goals fully until after you go through Saturday night. But what do you anticipate working on over those 2 weeks to build towards the start of the season?
Just a lot of systems. This week, obviously, trying to get a baseline system into place. Some of the things that we'll really go over in the next couple weeks are introducing, different variations of our systems, and we have a couple different plays that we run, offensively, defensively, things like that. Right now we're focused on the basics. We'll build off of that in the following weeks, and, get into a lot more power play, penalty kill type situations, odd man situations, goalie pulled situations, things like that is what we'll really get into, along with continuing to hammer home the basics. I think that I'm a real simple coach. I believe in simplicity, and I think that when you can consistently execute those little things, you're going to be a pretty good team.
All right, and then lastly, obviously New Year means there's a new crop of talent coming in. Tell us a little bit about the newcomers. What do you like out of them in the first couple of days?
We got quite a few newcomers this year. We got 12 new guys. We got a group of 6 forwards. A couple guys that come straight to mind is one of which, Patty Murphy is a guy we got from Portland. He's a bigger guy. We expect him to use his physical presence and really amp up our checking lines and work with some of the upperclassmen on that. Got a guy, Matt Battis from Capital District, who we expect a lot of, out of offensively, along with Doug Luseglio. And, we got some other guys in the mix here as well, with Jason Dicey, Roman Malashev coming over all the way from Moscow. He's very skilled. And defensively, we've got 3 new guys, and I think we've added a lot of size with these guys. Some 2 freshmen, Cam Kennedy and Steve White. We're expecting big things from them, but we also understand that there may be a break-in period there. And Mike DiNardo's a transfer from St. Anselm's, who I originally recruited. So I think he'll immediately add some leadership and some veteran presence on our blue line. In net, we brought in Kyle Moran from Marshfield. From watching him last year in the recruiting process and what I've seen this year, the sky seems to be the limit for him, and I'm very excited about what he's going to bring to the team. Along with continuing to watch James Dunn, who's a new freshman as well. A brother of Pat and Sean. It seems like I have a team full of Dunns at this point, but he's earned the right to be here, and we're excited to see him to continue to develop as well. So by and large, with the group of the guys that we've brought in, we're real excited about it. Again, I think that being cautiously optimistic is the word I'd like to use, but I have high hopes for this group, as I do every group that we've had here, and I really think that as we continue to build here, we're getting closer and closer to our goals on a day-to-day basis. So, happy to be back on the ice and back in my quote-unquote office, but
this one's bigger than the old one, man.
Oh, this office is a little bigger than the old office. I've upgraded here a little bit, and it's that 5-year thing. You put in 5 years, you start to get some upgrades. So I'm hoping that'll happen with our W column as well.
There you go. That's head coach Jaymie Harrington, and a look inside the men's ice hockey program. Thanks, Coach.
Anytime.